Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to speak with you today. My name is Brian Ware. I'm the president and co-founder of Cedric Millar Integrated Solutions. We are a fourth-party logistics company, a supply chain solutions company, focused on solving problems of manufacturers and shippers across Canada, the US, and Mexico. I think a big part of what makes Cedric Millar, strong in the marketplace is the idea about building enduring relationships and valuing people. Danny, at his core, is someone who values people and builds enduring relationship, and so we hit it off quite well from the beginning. What is incredibly compelling to me is the return on investment that we have gotten in not just in cost savings, but also cost avoidance, and having to procure a number of different pieces of technology, consultants to come in to support all the different systems or applications. The personal hands-on approach that Danny provides and Arkimetrix provides really does provide very short-term return on investment, and I'm very happy that we partnered with them. One of the things that I must mention in this discussion is the sustainability around the solutions that Arkimetrix brings. It isn't a one and done type solution. The ability to learn from Arkimetrix on-site team, along with the transfer of knowledge, SOPs, learnings, etc., so that can be applied within existing resources and team members, is very valuable going forward. One of the things that stood out to me as valuable that Danny was doing, how he was creating and developing very powerful and meaningful metrics and business intelligence tools for his organization. In fact, the organization that he was working with had engaged third-party consultants, and I imagine very expensive third-party consultants, to come in and ultimately do a very small part of what Danny and his team were able to do in the end. Danny's ability to understand the needs of a business, the inputs required to and data required to build meaningful business intelligence, analytics, metrics back to the business became very valuable in his organization there. And it's why when Cedric Millar was looking to expand our analytical platforms, analytical capabilities, that Danny and I reconnected to see how we could work together again. The consultative approach that Danny brings to organizations is very much in line with our approach as an organization here at Cedric Millar. Danny's ability to go in and understand not just the needs and requirements of a future state solution, but also understanding the pain points of current state and being able to develop an ultimate solution around that is very valuable. And so watching Danny and Arkimetrix do this with their existing account base has been very compelling and something that our analytics and engineering team have definitely modeled themselves after. I can definitely give specific examples of how Danny and Arkimetrix have exceeded expectations. Everyone who's ever worked on any large-scale project understands the concept of scope creep, where you get brought in to work on one particular piece, and as leadership or stakeholders within the organization start to see the value of that project, They'll say, well, what about this, and what about that, and what about this? And of course, that I've seen that happen multiple times with Danny and the project that he's worked on with Arkimetrix. The value of his efforts and his results becomes so apparent so quickly that the organizations he's working with are saying, let's do more. And that certainly has happened every time that I've worked with Danny. Another example that I can provide is even within our own organization, Cedric Millar receives data in multiple formats from multiple different sources, from multiple systems coming in from our strategic accounts, from our suppliers. Data flows within our organization in all shapes and sizes. So how do we ensure that we are not spending a great deal of time cleansing all of that data that comes in, that the data can be stored in a way that it can be easily queried later on, so that that data is well understood, so that visualization tools can be put into place, within the organization, so that that data can be used to make fact-based decisions. That is an ongoing challenge for any organization that works with large swaths of data, and that's not unique to Cedric Millar. So having Danny's insight and leadership to help solve and address those challenges has certainly been helpful to Cedric Millar. So my final thoughts on Arkimetrix is I'm very excited for Danny and for Arkimetrix. I think they are poised to do great things in the marketplace and to differentiate themselves against other companies that claim to be able to provide a solution but are not well resourced or set up to do that. I think Danny's values, his characteristics as a leader, his expertise in his prior roles, as well as leading Arkimetrix, will help differentiate Arkimetrix from other business intelligence analytics companies in the marketplace.